Hello Curious. Some people in the public eye come with a tragic backstory. They often use the past as a driving force to get better and achieve their dreams to prove to everyone that they can do it. And while the stories of some are very well known by all, there are some who might not be all publicized. One person who has certainly been through a lot and knows all too well the meaning of the word loss is Bobby Brown. He is an American singer-songwriter and rapper, though due to the events in his life, which we will touch upon in a moment, he is mostly remembered as being the ex-husband of Whitney Houston. The man has experienced the loss of his ex-wife, whom despite their separation he still cared for, the loss of a daughter, and now the loss of a son. But why exactly is this man's music career sometimes overlooked? Was he jealous of Houston's career? Why have some claimed that he was responsible for her passing? What other tragedies happened to him? Stay with me to find out more, but before we continue, don't forget to turn on the notifications and subscribe to our channel. Brown had started his music career in 1981 when at the age of 12 he founded the group New Edition with his two friends Michael Bivins and Ricky Bell. At a later time, Ralph Tresvant would also join. And later, in 1982, Ronnie DeVoe would be the final member. After 5 years, due to several reasons, such as disagreements with the managers and alleged jealousy over Tresvant, in early '86, Bobby had left the group and his exit caused a controversy among the fans. That same year, he released his debut album, King of the Stage, and from there on he had a fairly successful career. His second album, that came out in '88, titled Don't Be Cruel, landed him 5 top 10 hits on the Billboard Hot 100, and in 1990 he even won a Grammy Award for the Best Male R&B Vocal Performance. However, some factors later in his life would make people overlook his music career, but we'll talk more about that in a moment. And just as he was successful in his music career, it seems that he was also successful with the ladies. Well, to a certain extent. All that, considering the fact that he has fathered 7 children. First one is son Landon, born in '86, who he had with Malika Payne. Brown also has 2 children with Kim Ward, who allegedly he has known since 1980. The first was daughter La Princia, who was born in '89. According to Deadline, Bobby had an on and off again relationship with Ward for 11 years. The second child, son Bobby Brown Jr., was born in '92. According to NBC Chicago, Kim was 2 months pregnant with Jr. when the pair had split for good. His fourth child was with his first wife, since the previous ones were just girlfriends, Whitney Houston. The couple had one daughter, Bobbi Kristina, born in '93. With his second wife, Alicia Etheridge, he has 3 children, Cassius in '09, Bodie Jameson in 2015, and Hendrix Estelle in 2016. But for now, let us focus on his marriage to Whitney Houston. At the time that the two met, their careers were at an all-time high. The fateful encounter was at the Soul Train Music Awards in 1989. In an interview for Rolling Stone magazine, Houston talked about how it all happened. She said that she and her friends were sitting behind him, and when they were hugging, she kept accidentally hitting him on the back of his head, so she leaned over to apologize. According to the singer, he replied with, "Yeah, well, just don't let it happen again." The star revealed that she felt like he didn't like her, and she was intrigued as to why. But as you can imagine, he didn't really harbor any bad feelings towards her, because soon after they began dating. In the same interview, the singer revealed that at first she declined his marriage proposal, but we all know how that ended. The couple got married on July 18, 1992 at Houston's estate, and a year later welcomed their daughter, Bobbi Kristina. Despite the fact that the first year of their marriage brought success and a growing family, as it usually happens to high-profile celebrities, they were plagued by gossip reports about their relationship. Most notably, a rumor that Whitney was having an affair with her longtime confidante and employee Robin Crawford. While she always denied those, in his memoirs, Brown admitted to his own infidelities. His reason was that women were constantly throwing themselves at him and that he was only human, so he did bite the hook sometimes. Though besides the infidelities, their relationship is mostly plagued with claims of abuse and the use of illegal substances. Bobby was often accused of being the one who introduced Whitney to the substances, which he had always denied. In his 2017 memoir, Every Little Step, he claimed that the first time he saw his wife do anything like that was on their wedding day. There were also problems with the law. According to biography.com, Brown was arrested on charges relating to banned substances while Houston entered rehab on 2 occasions. In 2003, Bobby was once again arrested for allegedly abusing his wife, and according to CBS News article written at the time of the court hearing, he was sentenced to 60 days in jail for violating his probation. All their troubles accumulated, and in September 2006, Houston filed for a legal separation, and their divorce was finalized in April 2007. During their marriage, many also claimed that Brown was at times really envious of his wife's success, because while she carried on becoming an even bigger star, his career was somewhat on pause. Even Pat Houston, her former sister-in-law, said, appearing on a documentary titled Whitney, Bobbi was jealous and he couldn't recognize that emotion. For him, in a black man's mind, it was tearing him up. Sadly, as most of you will know, 5 years after their divorce, Whitney had passed away at the age of 48 on February 11, 2012, after having been discovered unresponsive in a bathtub. A coroner report stated that the cause was accidental drowning and that heart disease and illegal substances were contributing factors. When it came to the funeral service of the singer, Brown had made an appearance and one that would eventually make headlines. According to a CNN report, Bobbi accused security of treating his family badly, asking them to move seats on 3 different occasions and barred him from seeing his daughter Bobbi Kristina. Though according to a family friend of Houston's, that was not true and the family strongly denied that. As reported by the website, in a statement Brown revealed he and his kids were invited to the funeral and he didn't understand why the police treated him like that. In the end, all this resulted in the singer leaving the service early and abruptly. CNN also wrote that he was approached by the late star's family and they said that he can stay in the section reserved for the family but that his guests would have to move, and when he refused to do so, the police were asked to intervene. After her mother's passing, Bobbi Kristina, the only child that Bobbi had with Houston, found it hard to deal. She was often described in the press as being inconsolable. Though here it can be said that the press was a bit too harsh on the young girl, given the fact that she had just lost her mother. Though it seems that her passing was something Bobbi couldn't truly ever get over, and on January 31st, 2015, she was found face down in a bath in her home in Georgia. She was immediately rushed to a hospital and placed in a medically induced coma. After being moved to another hospital and taken to see specialists, it was apparent that her condition was not improving, and on June 24th that same year, she was moved to Peachtree Christian Hospice in Georgia. She would pass away at the hospice just over a month later on July 26th. The initial cause of her accident was similar to her mother. Submersion in water as well as traces of a green plant, high percentage drinks and antidepressant substances were found in her system. It is also worth mentioning that at the start of this year her former partner Nick Gordon had passed away due to taking illegal substances. As you can imagine, the loss of a child is not an easy thing for any parent. In a 2018 interview with Billboard, Bobbi revealed that this is something he goes through every day. He added that one of the biggest struggles for him is thinking of Bobbi and looking at his youngest daughter and his other kids and knowing that they will never get to know their older sister is really tough. On July 26 last year, he shared a touching post to his Instagram page, an open-penned letter to his daughter, in which he said, "Every day I hold you close to my heart. I think about so many of the things you used to do, from a little girl to a beautiful young lady. I just smile. It reminds me of how much I miss my little girl more and more every day." With the logo of the Bobbi Kristina Serenity House, which is a non-profit organization that helps victims of abuse and one that was founded by Bobby Brown himself. And if all those tragedies and hard times in his life weren't enough for him, on Wednesday 18th November, his son Bobby Jr. had passed away in his home in Encino, California. According to reports by the Daily Mail, police were ruling out foul play and at the moment the cause of his passing is unknown. At the time of the accident, he was 28 years old and according to his Instagram profile, he was following in Bobby Sr.'s footsteps and wanted to become a musician. In September, he posted a snippet of his song, Say Something, announcing that it would be coming out soon. His older brother Landon had shared a tribute to him on his own Instagram account with the caption, "I love you forever, King." At the time that this video has been made, Bobby Brown had not released an official statement about the passing of his son. So curious, did you know about all the hard times and tragedies that Bobby Brown had faced in his life? Did you know that he also had his own music career, or did you know him as Whitney's husband? Is there any song of his that you particularly like? Let me know in the comments below, and as always, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel, and I will see you in the next video.